Ladies and gentlemen, this evening's performance is about to begin. Please ensure that all cell phones are turned off and refrain from flash photography. I thank you.
I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can't do. This guy says the horse can't do. If he says the horse can't do.
I'm kicking Valentine, cause on the morning line, this guy's got him figured at 5 to 9.
But look at this town, the way by your hat, according to this series telegraph.
But Revere's out the bite, I hear his chest alright, because they all their pens of his friends last night.
Like Valentine, on the morning line, this guy's got him figured at 5 to 9.
I got the Jenny voice, I got the speedbox noise, it's like the great grandfather voice, Aqua voice.
I tell you, Paul Revere, this is no bum steer, it's from a handicap, but that's just sincere.
I know it's Valentine, the morning works looks fine, besides Jackie's brother's a friend of mine.
So make it races out, be waited by your hat, according to this series telegraph. Every time
Valentine, I got the horse right here.
Sisters, resist the devil and he will flee from you. That is what the Bible tells us, and that is why I am standing here in the devil's own city, on the devil's own street, prepared to do battle with the forces of evil. Hear me, you gamblers, with your dice, your cards, your horses. Pause and think before it's too late. You're in great danger. Repent before it's too late. Just around the corner is our little mission, where you are always welcome to seek refuge from this jungle of sin.
Sorry, honey, I gotta get to work.
Do not think of me as Sergeant Sarah Brown.
Excuse me.
But is Sarah Brown your sister?
Excuse me.
Join me, brothers and sisters, in resisting the devil. Remember, friends, this is a Save a Soul mission located at 409 West 49th Street.
Poor Miss Sarah. I wonder why a refined doll like her is mixed up in the mission dodge.
She is a beautiful doll, all right.
Hey, it is too bad that such a doll wastes all her time being good. How can she make any money from that?
Well, maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Yeah.
Hey, Benny South Street.
Harry the horse, how are you? Oh, you know nicely, don't you?
Yeah. How goes it?
Nicely, thank you.
Now, tell me, what of Nathan Detroit? Has he found a place for his crap game?
Oh, we don't know yet.
The heat is on.
He's still looking for a place.
Well, when you see him, you'll tell him, I'm loaded, and I'm looking for action. I've just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks?
Why did you acquire that?
I collected the reward
A reward, huh?
on my father.
Now everybody's looking for some action. I wish Nathan
Why,
finds-
Lieutenant Brannigan? Mr. South Street, it is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
Oh, a pleasure.
Any of you guys seen Nathan Detroit?
Which Nathan Detroit is that?
I mean, the Nathan Detroit has been running a floating crap game around here. And getting away with it by moving to a different spot every night.
Well, why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
I'm telling you this because I know you two bums work for Detroit. Rustling up customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can tell him from me. I know that right now he's running around trying to find a spot. Well, nobody's gonna give him one, because they all know that Brannigan is breathing down their neck.
Oh, fellas, I'm having terrible trouble. Everyone's scared on account of that lousy Brannigan. And I can't...
Something wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Why, hello, Lieutenant. I hope you don't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit, I've just been talking to your colleagues about your crap game. I would imagine you're having trouble finding a place.
Well, the heat is on, as you must know from the fact that you now have to live on your own salary.
Well, did you find a place?
What does that cop want from me? I merely run a crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action, and in return I take a small cut. Is that a crime? Yeah?
Nathan, did you find a place?
Did you find a place?
Did I find a place? Did I find? I tried all the regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Hey, Nathan, you said once there might be a chance at the Biltmore garage.
I was over at the Biltmore garage, spoke to Joey Biltmore himself. He said he might give us a chance and let us use the place.
Oh, great.
If I give him $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He won't accept my marker.
Your marker's no good, huh?
But what do you mean? A marker ain't just a piece of paper saying I owe you $1,000 signed in Detroit. A marker is like a pledge, but a guy can't welch on it. It's like not saluting the flag. My marker is as good as gold. Only Joey Biltmore don't think so. Don't seem possible. Me, without a livelihood. Well, I've been running the crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today. And you know what today is? It's our 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, we've been engaged 14 years.
Nathan, concentrate on the crap game. The town is up to here with high players. The Greeks in town.
Brandy Bottle Bates.
And Scranton
I
Slim.
know I can make a fortune, but where can I have the game?
The Biltmore garage wants a grand.
But we ain't got a grand on hand.
And they've now got a lock on the door of the gym at Public School 84.
There's the stock room behind McCloskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCloskey ain't a good scout.
And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore garage is the spot.
But the $1,000 we ain't got.
Why, it's good old reliable Nathan, 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 Detroit. If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spots. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan, for it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere, everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of letters for a fellow who can get us. If we only had a lousy little brand, we could be a millionaire. That's good old reliable Nathan, 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 Detroit. If the size of your bundle you want to increase, he'll arrange that you go broke in quiet and peace. In a hideout provided by Nathan, where there are no neighbors to squawk. It's the oldest established permanent floating in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game? Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame. It's the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York.
Gentlemen, do not worry. Nathan Detroit's crap game will float again. My boys will let you know where the game is.
Okay, Nathan. Say, know what's looking for action? Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Now there is the highest player of them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. Why'd you think they call him Sky? That's how high he bets. I once saw him bet $5,000 on a tomato. What? And another time, he was sick. And he wouldn't take penicillin on account he had bet 10 C's that his temperature would go to 104.
Oh, well, did it?
Did it? He's so lucky it went to 106.
Hey, so why don't you borrow the $1,000 from Sky?
With Sky, that kind of money ain't lending money, it's betting money. So why do I bet him? Why don't I bet him $1,000 on something?
You would bet Sky Masterson?
Sure, I ain't scared. I am perfectly willing to take the risk, providing I can figure out a bet in which there's no chance of losing. No, he likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar will a fly land on, or how far can you kick a piece of cheesecake?
What cheesecake?
Cheesecake?
Yeah.
Oh, look, run over to Mindy's store. Ask him how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday, and also how many pieces of strudel.
Okay, so how much cheesecake and how much strudel? But what you want to know for?
Just find out. Now, Adelaide's coming. If she finds out and run the crap game, she'll never set foot on me again.
Hello, Nathan.
Adelaide, pigeon.
Mwah. Oh, you go ahead, girls. Order me a tuna fish on rye and a chocolate sundae with mayonnaise. We gotta get back to the hot box.
Are you still rehearsing?
Yeah, that slave driver Charlie's been working us all day. So finally I says, look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. And he says, you don't want to eat. You just want to sneak out and meet that cheap bum, Nathan Detroit.
Well, what did you say to him?
I told him, I says I'll meet whoever I want.
Well, don't let him upset you. How's your cold?
Oh, I'm much better. Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present for me?
Oh, I hope you like it.
Oh, a belt.
Oh, I'll read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. Oh, Adelaide, that's so sweet. Now, Adelaide, how about your present? I was going to get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rubies on the side.
Why, Nathan, you shouldn't have.
Oh, it's all right. I didn't. I'm sorry, Adelaide.
That's okay. I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. Makes me feel like we're married already.
Well, don't you worry. One day I'll be rolling in the dough and you'll have more mink than a mink.
Hi, Nathan. I don't need anything so long as you don't start running that crab game again.
The crab game? Oh, what an absurd thought.
Psst. 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel. Huh?
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
More strudel than cheesecake. That's great.
Nathan, what is this?
Nothing, dear.
Hey, any news yet?
Not yet, Harry. I'll let you know.
Okay, the Troits.
And what was that about?
Oh, his wife's having a baby.
Well, why is he asking you?
He's nervous. It's his first wife. Look, Adelaide, I'm expecting a fella, and I know you're hungry.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy. You see, Adelaide, you've got a cold. And the drugstore is across the street.
Yeah, I think it's...
And there are a lot of open manholes around.
Oh, what I would not want to fall down a manhole. Oh, Nathan, you are just the sweetest person. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye,
Get out of
sweetest
here. Hey, Masterson, glad to see you, Sky.
Nathan, you old promoter.
How you doing, Sky? You look great.
Feel great, Nathan. Spent 2 wonderful weeks out in West Nevada. Great place, beautiful scenery, healthy climate. And I've been for 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's? Say, you gonna be in town long?
No, I'm flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Yeah, there's a lot of action down there. Hey, you want to come with me?
No, I got a lot of things to do. Meantime, how about we head over to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake or strudel?
No, I'm not hungry. Tell me, how's Adelaide?
Oh, she's fine. Still dancing at the hot box.
Yeah, I suppose one of these days you'll be getting married, huh?
Well, we all gotta go sometime.
But Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like me and you, Nathan, we gotta remember that, as pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second place to aces back-to-back.
Yeah. Say, are you hungry yet? How about we head over to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake or strudel or something?
No, I think I'll get the late results.
Oh, but you will admit that Mindy's sells the greatest cheesecake in the country.
I suppose I'm quite partial to a bit of Mindy's cheesecake.
Who ain't? And yet, there are some people who prefer Mindy's strudel. Offhand, which you think he sells more of? The cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, I've never given it much thought, but I suppose if everyone's like I am, I'd say Mindy sells a lot more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Why, Nathan, I never knew you to be the betting type. You always take your percentage off the top.
Well, for old time's sake, I thought I'd give you a little action. Say, I will bet you 1,000 bucks that yesterday Mindy sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a story.
Oh.
When I was a young man about to go off into the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. He says to me like this, "Son," the old guy says, "I am sorry I am not able to bankroll you into a very large start, but not having any potatoes to give you, I am now going to stake to you some very valuable advice. One of these days on your travels, a man is going to come to you, and he is going to show you a brand new deck of cards on which the seal is not yet broken. And this man is going to offer to bet you that he can make the jack of spades jump out of the deck and squirt cider in your ear. Now, son, you do not bet this man, for as sure as you stand there, you're going to end up with an earful of cider. Now, Nathan, I do not claim you have been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
You don't think
However, if you're really looking for some action, I will bet you the same 1,000 you do not know the color necktie you have on. Well, Nathan, we got a bet?
No bet. Polka dots! In all the world, only Nathan Detroit could blow 1,000 bucks on polka dots.
Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't bother me.
Oh, hiya, Sky.
Nicely. How goes it?
Oh, nicely, thank you.
Benny?
Nathan, we just took Adelaide to the drugstore, and she said for you to be sure to pick her up after the show at the Hot Box tonight. And don't be late.
Yes, dear. Yes.
Yes, dear. That is husband talk if I ever heard it. Nathan, you are trapped. And in Adelaide, you have a doll who is most difficult to unload.
Well, I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. Besides, a guy without a doll. Well, if a guy does not have a doll, then who is there to holler at him? A doll is a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I just say a guy should have them around when he wants them, and they are easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figuring weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And how come you ain't got one? How come you ain't taking one with you to Havana tomorrow?
Because I like to travel light. But if I wish to take a doll with me, there are a large assortment available.
Not real high-class dolls.
Any doll, you name her.
Any doll? I name her. Are you willing to bet on that? Are you willing to bet $1,000 that if I name a doll, you would take her with you to Havana tomorrow?
You gotta bet.
I name her.
Her?
Someday, I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
They do that every day.
Do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do. Sarah.
How do you do?
Abernathy. Arvide Abernathy.
Sky Masterson. Oh.
What's wrong?
What's the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
You poor man.
I have wasted my life in gambling and evil betting, but I've suddenly realized the terrible things that gambling can lead to.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly. I've been wandering around trying to pick up the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Oh, gladly. I would have never become a gambler at all if it wasn't for evil companions always offering me sucker bets.
You just go right on talking to Sister Sarah. I'm glad you found us. You'll be all right.
The Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Very good. I wish we could reach more sinners like you. We're out every day trying.
Well, why don't you try the nighttime?
How's that?
Well, as a former sinner, I happen to know the best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You might even try having an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome. Fine, old gentleman. I suppose he sort of looks after you.
We look after each other.
Right, yeah. So I suppose if one of you goes someplace, the other one goes along with them?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course, I would figure, wouldn't it?
Here are 2 pamphlets I think you should read.
Oh.
They'll give you a great deal of comfort.
That's great.
And we're holding a midnight prayer meeting this Thursday, which I'm sure you'll wish to attend.
I am sure. Miss Sarah, I hope you not think I'm getting out of line, but I think it is so wonderful to see such a pretty doll, a fine-looking lady as yourself, sacrificing all her time for the sake of others. Staying here in this place. Do you ever go any place else? Travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
Oh, that's a little far. There are plenty of other wonderful places, just a few hours from New York, by plane. Ever been on a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful. Sit down, little lady comes along and...
There's another pamphlet I think you should read.
Thank you. Of course, I'll need a lot of personal help. From you. My heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gut.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry. Just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness makes me... Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
That's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry. There is no peace unto the wicked. Isaiah, chapter 57, verse 22. Isaiah?
Isaiah?
There are 2 things that have been in every hotel room in the country. Sky Master and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times.
Sure, what's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my line of work, the strangest information comes in handy. I once won 5 G's on a parlay. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying's a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. And if you get me, it's 8 to 5, the other will follow. And you need sinners.
We're managing.
Oh, let's be honest. This mission is laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you? I'll bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
Well, then I'll make you a proposition. Look, when's this big meeting of yours? Thursday, I personally guarantee to fill that meeting with 1 dozen sinners. I also guarantee they'll sit and listen to you.
What's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why would you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's market for 12 cents. If they don't think it's good, ask anybody in town. I owe you 1 dozen sinners, signed Sky Masterson. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
At noon?
Well, yeah, it's going to take us some time to get there.
To get where?
My favorite restaurant.
And where is that?
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
El Cafe Cubana, Havana.
Sure, where do you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Havana.
Oh, why not? The food there is great and the plane gets us there in 5 hours and back the same night.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you did not do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant may be, she is still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come one and all to the mission. Oh, except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. I'm relieved to know it is just me personally, not all guys in general. It is nice to know, Miss Sarah, that somewhere in the world there's a guy who might appeal to you. I wonder what this guy will be like.
He will not be a gambler.
Well, I am not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry. Oh, no. I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the homey aroma of his mind.
You have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is right.
You got the guy all figured out.
I have.
Including what he smokes, all figured out.
Figured out. Oh no, when my love comes along, I won't take a chance. For he'll be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance.
And you'll know at a glance by the 2 pairs of pants.
Oh no, by his calm, steady voice, his feet on the ground. Oh no, as I run to his arms, at last I've come home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong. For I'll know when my love comes along.
Oh, no, you're talking about love. You can't dope it up like that. What are you thinking, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Would you like to hear how the gambler feels about the big heart throb?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine, I'll leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know by the sight of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. But I'll stop and I'll stare and I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know, and I won't ever ask. Am I right? Am I wise? Am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throng. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along. When my love that makes it necessary for me to drop in again. Matthew 5:39. Oh, don't bother looking it up. It's the one about the other cheek.
Some fly-by-night Broadway romance. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be still. For I'll know when my love comes along.
Hello, is this the Biltmore Garage? Yeah, let me speak to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
It's about the you know, the crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
The what?
The crap game!
Hey, Nathan! Don't stay on the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
Sorry, the dice game. Well, look, Joey, can I use your place tomorrow night?
If I get my dough,
Oh, you'll have it tomorrow.
then call me tomorrow.
Listen, Joey, if you're going to take that attitude, I'll have the game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Oh, but where else can I have it? Look, Joey, the dough is guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes?
I'm getting it off Sky Masterson.
How'd you know?
It's a bet I can't lose. I bet him he couldn't take a doll to Havana.
Well, why can he?
Because she ain't the type of doll who goes to Havana.
Where does she
She
go?
don't go no place. That's why I'm going to win.
Look, Nathan, don't be so sure. It ain't a horse. It's a dog.
Oh, but Joey.
Nathan, there will be no crap game here tomorrow night unless I get my dough in advance.
Oh, Joey, you've known me for a long time.
That's why I want it in advance.
Okay. I can't talk no more. I gotta go meet Adelaide, the hot box. Listen, Joey, just one more thing. Can I at least tell the guys the game's at your place tomorrow night?
If I get my dough.
Okay, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Bye.
I hope he gets stabbed by a Studebaker.
And now, for the grand finale of our Round the World review, we take you down on the farm with our star Miss Adelaide and the hot box chickies.
whistle and a peck. You bet your pretty neck I do. Goodbye now.
Hey, how you doing, Charlie?
Evening, Charlie.
Right, show, Adelaide.
Oh, thank you, honey. Mwah.
Hey.
Hello, Nathan dear.
Hello, pie face.
How are you, handsome?
Oh, I'm fine. What do you got there?
A book.
A book? You're always reading books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Huh. Nathan, darling, this is very interesting. A doctor gave it to me. I went to see him about my cold.
Oh, how is your cold?
The same. The doctor asked how long I'd had it, so I said a long time. And I said I thought it was on account of my dancing with hardly any clothes on, which is usually what I wear. And he said to read this book because it might be due to psychology.
Oh, you haven't got that, have you?
Nathan, darling, don't be silly. This is the kind of psychology that tells you why girls do certain kinds of things.
Oh, so would it tell you what kind of doll would go for a certain kind of guy that you wouldn't think she would do so?
Oh, what do you mean?
I'm just for instance. There are some dolls you could almost bet would not go for certain guys.
Nathan, no matter how terrible a fellow seems, you can't be sure that some doll won't go for him. Take us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Nathan, darling, starting with next week, I'm going to be getting a raise. So, with what I will be making, I wondered, maybe we could finally get married.
Oh, well, of course we're going to get married. Sooner or later.
I know we're going to get married, but, I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, Nathan, this is something I never told you before, but my mother, back in Rhode Island, she kind of thinks we're married already.
Why would she think a thing like that?
I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? Well, people don't do that in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Then why is it such a small state?
Anyway, I wrote her I was married.
Oh, you did, huh?
Uh-huh. Then, after about 2 years...
Well, what after about 2 years?
We had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby?
I had to, Nathan. Mother wouldn't have understood if we hadn't.
Well, what type of baby was it?
A boy. I named him after you, Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But where is Nathan Jr. supposed to be now, anyway?
In boarding school. I wrote Mother he won his football match last Saturday.
I wish I had a bet on it.
Anyway, Nathan, that's not all.
Oh, don't tell me. He has a little sister.
But all those years, Nathan! And Mother believes in big families.
Just give me the grand total.
5.
5?
Anyway, Nathan, now we're finally getting married. It won't be a lie anymore.
Adelaide, how could you do such a thing? To a nice old broad like your mother.
But you never met my mother.
But I'll be meeting her soon. And what'll I say? What'll I say we're done with the kids? Traded them to the Phillies or something? Or what are we gonna do?
Well, we could get married.
No, marriage ain't just something you jump into like a kettle of fish. Oh, we ain't ready.
I'm ready, Nathan. What do you think I got in this box? Well, what do you think I got in the box?
Sally's wedding store. I can't guess.
It's a veil. I've had it for 3 years. I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. You want to see it?
It's bad luck.
Oh. So anyway, Nathan, you see, we got the veil. Now all we need is our license and our blood test.
Or what?
A blood test, honey, it's the law.
Oh, what a city! First they closed down my crap game, now they're trying to open my veins.
Nathan, you are not thinking of running that crap game again, are you?
Adelaide, how could you think such a thing? Oh, why'd you think I gave up the crap game in the first place? It's because I love you, and I want us two to be the happiest married couple in all the world.
Oh, Nathan! Have you seen an earring out here? I don't think so, honey.
You! I'm all dated out tomorrow with Society Max, and he breaks it on account of your dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you.
Adelaide, look at me. I'm down on my knees here.
Oh, get up! Reminds me of your stupid crap game.
Oh, Adelaide, you're getting yourself all upset. Me and you, oh, we're gonna be all right. After all, we love each other, and we're gonna get married.
I don't believe you anymore.
Oh, it's true. You'll feel better tomorrow. Come on, cheer up, honey. Let's see that old smile of yours.
Hey,
That's my girl. See you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration may react with psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her over your figure, the streptococci lurk. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fisheye from the wholesale clerk, a person can develop a cold. It says here that female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. See note, oh, see note, note. Chronic organic syndromes, toxic or hypertense, involving the eyes, the ears, the nose, and throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromophirs, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his, a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just installing the wedding trip, a person can develop a grip. When they get on the train to Niagara, and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air-conditioned, and the mood sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop la grippe, la post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and a sinus that's really a pip. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a bad, bad cold. Hey,
nicely. What are you looking at?
Hey, Sky was just following Miss Sarah, and you should have seen him. She gave him a look that could have cooled off a moose at mating time.
Great. Just so long as you don't take it to Havana.
Havana? He couldn't take this doll to New Rochelle. Hey, where's Nathan? He ought to start lining up the game.
I don't know. I suppose he's trying to see Adelaide. She's mad at him again.
That Miss Adelaide. Always taking his mind off honest work.
Nicely, it is too bad that a smart businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Benny, that is his weakness, and we should be tolerant, because I'm told it is a worldwide weakness. Look! What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A pitch about a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. Story about a guy who put his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting at home by a television set who once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is the thing that has licked him. And it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir, when you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some doll.
When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be for a Jane.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flatten the Taj Mahal, call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some doll.
When you see a Joe saving half of his dough, make a bet they'll be making it for some doll.
When a bum buys wine like a bum can't afford, it's a cinch that the bum is under the thumb of some little broad.
When you meet a mug lately out of the jug, and he's still lifting platinum folderol,
call it hell, call it heaven, it's a probable 12 to 7 that the guy's only doing it for some doll.
When you see a sport and his cash is run short, make a bet they'll be making it for some doll.
When a guy wears tails with the front gleaming whites, who the hell do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday nights?
When the lazy slob takes a good steady job and he smells from Vitalis and Barbasol,
call it dumb, call it clever, I bet you can get outs forever that the guy's only doing it for some doll, some doll, some doll. The guy's only doing it for some doll.
Well, we finally lost him.
I do think you should have paid some attention to him.
Yes, he attended every street meeting we had this morning. He must be interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, you spoke beautifully this morning, Miss Sarah.
Oh, I can't seem to reach these people. I was going to convert Broadway all by myself. I was going to take those gamblers and have them just General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. Ava.
Good morning, General.
We didn't know you were in town today, General.
I got in early this morning and I've spent the last hour trying to find you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been out holding some extra street meetings, trying to stimulate more interest.
Sarah, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Do take a seat.
No, I don't have time, dear. I have several other calls to make. Sarah, we at headquarters have come to a definite conclusion. We've decided to close this branch of the mission.
Close the mission?
But, General, someone can do good here even if I can't.
Sarah, there are so many calls on us, so many other places where our work is really needed.
But we're doing so much better now.
We've announced a big meeting for tomorrow night.
You've announced a meeting, but will anyone be here? Will anybody come?
Pardon me, I couldn't help overhearing, General. My name is Sky Masterson, former sinner.
How do you do?
How do you do? I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah can be a big success here.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that. I'm not so certain.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
Look, General, might I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Why did you come to the meeting tomorrow night? And find out for yourself. Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Well, if I thought the mission had a chance... General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners. Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
You all got your carnations? Remember, nobody be let into the game without they got red carnations. It's like a password.
Okay, but where's the game?
No, I'll tell you in a minute. Nathan.
Hey, live
it all
how
set?
you doing, huh?
Can I tell the
You
guys
dropped
to
your
build more
carnation?
garage?
Not yet. I gotta stall him for a while. Joey wants his dough first.
But it's 11 o'clock. These guys ain't gonna hang around much longer.
So sue me. I left nicely at the hotel to wait for the money from Sky. It'll be there. Where's the dough?
Oh, it hasn't come yet.
I told you to wait for it.
But I felt a little faint. I had to get some groceries.
Get back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky, and don't come back here without it, even if you starve to death.
Okay, Nathan.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Hey, Harry the horse. How you doing, Harry? How's everything in Brooklyn?
Detroit, if you have no place for the game tonight, tell us, and we will seek elsewhere for entertainment.
Now, take it easy, Harry.
I hope, Detroit, that you will not spoil our evening. Inasmuch, I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight. I think you may have heard of him. I would like to introduce Big Julie from Chicago.
Why, how do you do, Big Julie? Welcome to our fair city, which, as you know, the heat is on, but just be patient and you will get some action.
What do you want to do, Big Julie? Should we stick around or should we blow?
I came here to shoot crap. Oh, let's shoot crap.
Sure, sure.
Now, Nathan, if there is no crap game tonight, Big Julie will be considerably displeased. And Big Julie does not like to be displeased, as you can find out from any of the citizens who at one time or another displeased him. Although I will admit it's quite hard to come across these citizens, in view of the fact that they are no longer around and about.
Why, Harry, you don't think I'd be so rude as to displease a gentleman like Big Julie. Big Julie, believe me when I say that when Nathan Detroit arranges something, you can count on it.
Whoa, whoa. An interesting gathering indeed. The cream of society. Benny South Street, Rusty Charlie, Good Time Charlie. Hey, Harry the Horse, all the way from Brooklyn. And, pardon me, I'm very bad on names, but your face looks familiar. Mind telling me where you're from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
Oh, and what do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Well, don't ever help my mother across the street. This looks like the mail chorus from Blossom Time. What's the occasion?
It's a party.
It's a party.
Indeed. What kind of a party?
I'll see you tomorrow.
It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan is getting married.
What?
That's correct, Lieutenant. It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
Yes, sir. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow.
Which nobody can deny.
Oh, and Nathan, darling, I'm so thrilled. Oh, but why didn't you tell me?
It was a surprise.
See, when I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner.
Oh, it's a bachelor dinner.
It's a bachelor dinner, all right.
Yes, sir, a bachelor dinner.
I just think after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Oh, how time certainly does fly.
So tell me, Nathan, when's the happy day?
Oh, yeah, Nathan, when will it be?
Well, I was thinking...
Nathan, these good fellows be nice enough to throw you a bachelor dinner. You should at least tell them the wedding date.
Yeah, when's the date?
We need time for a license and a blood test.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we were married, say, tomorrow night or right after the hard box?
Adelaide, we need time for a blood test.
You could elope.
What?
Drive down to Maryland. What's the name of that town?
Pimlico?
Pimlico.
Not Pimlico, no.
Yeah, you schmuck.
Elkton. They'll marry you right away. They don't ask for no blood test.
Ain't that unhealthy?
No, Nathan, that's a great idea. You two should elope. I'll even lend you my getaway my Buick.
Oh, Nathan, let's do it.
Well, what the hell?
My congratulations, Nathan.
Gee, I got so much to do before we elope tomorrow night. Oh, and Nathan, you'll be there at the hot box right after the show?
I'll have a table reserved and I'll be dressed up in whatever you elope in.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so happy. I ought to wire Mother. Only, what'll I wire her?
Send her a telegram and date it back.
I ought to wait until we have 5 children. Shouldn't take us long.
Congratulations, Nathan. A most beautiful doll indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Big Julie?
Tell me, how long you know the doll? 14 years. Well, that's shoot crap.
Yeah, come on. Nathan, you better find a place for the game.
What can I do? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
Well, maybe it won't come. Maybe he took the doll to Havana.
No, he couldn't have. How could she? She couldn't have gone.
This is the final call for Flight 212 to Havana, Cuba. Would passengers please proceed to gate number 4?
What did you call them again?
Dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche. What's in it, besides milk?
Oh, sugar. And a kind of native flavoring.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
Very good. I'll have another. Bacardi have alcohol in it?
Only enough to act as a preservative.
Huh. You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.
still, champ. Are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I've just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light. Or if I were a banner, right away. Ask me, how do I feel? Little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. Or if I were a watch, I'd start popping my spring. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ask me, how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I'm learning?
Chemistry?
Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way that you looked. Boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. Or if I were a goose, I'd be cool. Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. How if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong,
Why don't we stay here a little while and find out how wonderful it really is?
I think we better hurry if we want to catch the next plane back to New York.
I don't want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
Oh, you're no gentleman.
Look, a doll like you shouldn't be mixed up with a guy like me. It's no good. Do you want to know why I took you to Havana in the first place? I made a bet. That's how I met you in the first place. I made a bet.
How else would a girl get to meet a gambler?
Oh, come on.
Oh, no.
I gotta think what's best for you.
Oh, you speak just like a missionary.
Última llamada para los pasajeros del vuelo 527 con destino a Nueva York. Por favor, embarquen urgentemente por la puerta número 3.
Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
What time is it?
I don't know. 4 o'clock maybe?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been up this late before.
How do you like it?
It's so peaceful.
You're finding out something I've known for quite a while now. My time of day is the dark time, a couple of days before dawn, when the street belongs to the cop, and the janitor with the mop, and the grocery clerks are all gone, when the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold. That's my time of day. time of day. And you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah? What's that?
Obadiah Masterson. It's my real name. You're the first person I ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's so too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish tongue, and now my song must go. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
It's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine, so too strange and strong, and full of foolish song, and now my song must burn.
So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
Someone must have tipped him off. I've seen a lot of strange things in my time. It's the first time I ever see a crap game going full blast in a mission.
Crap game?
Oh, Sarah, you don't think I'd have to do that to... Sarah!
This would have never happened if I should have never gone with you. It was wrong.
No, it wasn't. You went to help the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself, it's no good.
Oh, why not? What the hell kind of doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission doll.